Are you thinking you should launch a group program to scale your service business? Spoiler, you probably don't need one, and here's why: it creates more stress than sales. I'm Maggie Patterson, and I help service business owners create profitable businesses that work in real life, not just the online hype cycle. Today, we're breaking down why group programs are not the magical solution you've been sold and what you can do to have profitable growth. And if you want clarity on what will actually help your business move forward, take my free quiz, The Real Life Rule. The link is below. Group programs operate on a completely different business model than a service business. And most people don't realize the complexity, the cost, and all the logistics that can go into building a successful group program. Here's why you might not need one at all. Group programs change how you deliver results and often dilutes them. What most people don't realize is that when you do services, you are really good at providing that one-to-one attention and going deep with your clients. When you put that in a group format, you're doing it in a very different way. You are now juggling learning styles, personalities, and all kinds of different things that don't necessarily translate. And what we see is that client results can be impacted and the client experience can suffer. It's really important to understand that a group program is not a lighter lift. It's an entirely different job. You are now in charge of group facilitation, way more marketing, managing personalities, delivery, and the list goes on and on. It is a completely different role that requires different amount of time and different energy doing different things than it is to do a one-to-one service. A group program is not a shortcut. It's a completely different business model. So many people do this thinking they're going to free up capacity, but the planning, the people wrangling, and everything that goes into a successful group program ends up eating so much capacity that they never would have anticipated. Not every offer or audience translates into a group program. And what I mean by that is when you're doing one-to-one work, there's a level of nuance and depth and customization that happens. That doesn't always translate well into that group format. People will pay for access to you and your brain. And what I have found over the years is a lot of people are willing to pay a lot more for that one-to-one. They don't want to be in a group cohort. Finally, if you want to do a group program, you need an audience. And what most service providers don't realize is the level of volume you need to successfully fill those programs. And starting out, most people don't have that, and list building takes a lot more effort than they realize. What happens then in that group model is you now need to pour a lot of marketing time and energy into list building, nurturing people, and converting people. You may not have those skills, and it probably is going to take more time than you realize to get the humans you need in the room. And in this business model, launching becomes a job. Visibility becomes a job. Serving those clients in that group becomes a job. It is not a shortcut to anything. So have you ever felt pressured to offer a group program, or have you tried one and it hasn't been successful? Let me know in the comments below. I do want to share a real life win, because if you're bumping up against an income ceiling, you're probably like, but what do I do instead of a group offer? I want to share a quick story with you about my client, Alejandra. She increased her revenue by 35% by adjusting her pricing and really pursuing different types of clients. Instead of launching a group offer, that was a way for her to get through that income ceiling. So don't believe the hype that a group program or that one-to-many offer is the only way for you to make more money as a service provider. If you want to know what will actually make a difference in your business right now, not this group program hoopla, take my quiz, The Real Life Rule. It only takes 2 minutes, and it will give you some very clear next steps where to go with your service business. The link is below in the description. Remember, you don't need to start a group program and fall for that hype. You can build your business in a way that works for your real life and helps you reach your goals. I'll see you in the next one.